You guys better hurry up and finish your homework. I think your dad's home.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Dad.
Something smells good.
You missed your favorite recipe. What kept you?
Hey, Dad, ain't I game champion after last night? She can't even talk right. Never mind top my score. What's in the box?
I got a great deal on a beautiful piece of equipment.
Oh, boy, video game!
A video camera, honey.
Another camera, Arthur? What about our vacation?
Let me try it, Dad. They've got one of these at school.
No. First, we're going to read the instructions.
Oh, that would be a first.
Honey, you know you've been after me for years to take pictures of the kids. And tomorrow's Max's 2nd birthday.
Right, and keeping a bunch of toddlers happy is hard enough. Why complicate matters?
Video is virtually foolproof. Just turn it on and point it.
Unfortunately, honey, my automatic iris is rapidly closing down. Good night. And good luck.
All right, let's see if I can get a picture here. TV monitor on. VCR power on. Blank cassette in. Okay, camera on. Good. Automatic iris switch. Good. Sound on. Lens cap off. Hey, all right. Zoom control. Here we go.
Arthur, put the camera down. You should never point your camera into a bright light.
It's not good for the camera. What is this? A demo tape?
I'd say you've got your work cut out for you tomorrow. Shooting a birthday party is no piece of cake, you know. It takes knowledge. It takes trial and error. Step by step, you've got to learn how your camera operates. You've got to learn how to move it, frame with it, light for it, record sound with it, produce, direct, and plan. And I'm here to help you.
I don't believe this.
Look, I know you're tired of looking at life through other people's point of view, particularly Uncle Todd, the family photographer, right?
Wait a minute. How do you know how I feel? And how do you know who Todd is?
I'm aware of many things at once, Arthur, just as you'll have to be tomorrow when you're trying to capture those magic moments.
Maybe I'm overdoing it here. I think I'm going to call it a night.
What's the matter? Can't sleep?
Oh.
No wonder. There's a lot to consider. How do you plan to shoot Max's party tomorrow?
It's just a birthday party.
Available light? Handheld, right?
Who are you? Why me?
Let's just say I'm the voice of experience, your personal guide. And you, Arthur, are a challenge, an experiment.
Arthur, are you on the phone?
No, honey. It's a voice. I just can't shake it. Talking about my camera.
It's just your imagination.
Look, Art, video can be a lot of fun, but you gotta perform or you're gonna catch it from a lot of people. How much you got tied up in this camera anyway?
Shh. Okay, honey, good night.
Now, let's get serious. We'll just turn the sound down here and concentrate on the video for a minute. Here's a slow pan. Now they zoom into a close-up. Now a medium shot. See how they bring your attention to that final image? I guess not. Maybe I'm coming on a little too strong. Perhaps Arthur will learn from his mistakes once he sees the playback.
Oh, thank God it's almost over.
Have a good time, Art?
Where were you when I needed you?
You hadn't thought anything out. It would have been a waste of my time.
Dad, how come you were moving the camera back and forth like that? It reminds me of a chicken pecking for grain.
It was a first try, right, Art?
It was my first try, honey. I'll get better.
I hope so. We're all gonna need glasses soon. Good night, Dad.
Good night.
Night, Dad.
Don't call us, we'll call you, right, kids?
Waste of time.
Now, wait a minute, Art. I told you camera moves weren't easy. It takes practice and thought, but I can tell you have good instinct.
My instinct tells me I should return this camera before it's too late.
See, you've even got a sense of humor. Now, if you could only adjust your mind's eye to the viewfinder. Move the camera left and right. That's called panning. Slower, Arthur. When compared to the human eye, a camera lens is far more limited in what it can actually see. Therefore, you must move it slower than you would normally think necessary.
Yellow team, throw it out.
Art, are you forgetting the game? There's Elise playing. Where are you looking? You've got to concentrate on the game. Hey, Art, what are you doing?
Look, would you stop breathing down my neck like that? I'm trying to have some fun, too. Or isn't that allowed?
Yeah.
So Elise finally scored a goal and you missed it. Great.
I wanted to jump over you. I wanted to jump over you. Where does he go, fireman? See, remember? He slides down the poles and rushes into it. He gets you out of fires before you're all burnt up. You're all black. Now crusty.
Arthur, it's after 8:30, you know.
The lighting is perfect, Art, but you have an omnidirectional mic on and it will pick up sounds from everywhere. Oh, he's not paying attention.
David, I told you I had that video. Come on and see this. Come on, Charlie, let's go. Susan, come on out. Mary, come on. Jim, can you come out and see my tape? Charlie, let's go. Elaine, come on, come on. I want to show you this tape of my kids. You've got to see this tape of my kids. It's great.
This ought to be great.
Elise is only 8, right? And I heard them playing this morning. Max didn't even notice me at first. But listen to this, they say the cutest things.
Hey, Art, I thought you were getting good at this.
What's the kid saying, Art?
Where did all that noise come from?
Where are the naked dancing girls?
It's real cinema verite, Art. Excuse me. Just let me see now. Put the volume here.
Sorry, Art.
He is cute, though. Well, I'm real sorry the sound didn't turn out. I don't understand. Well.
Nice try, Arthur. Unfortunately, you didn't monitor your sound. You know, a mic doesn't have a brain. You have to think for it. You should have placed your mic much closer to your subject.
That's what a mother is. You know your mom?
I didn't want to disturb them.
That's another problem. How to be inconspicuous while shooting. Chances are your camera has a built-in mic and picks up sounds from all directions. In order to pick up good sound, keep the camera close to the subject. Or you could plug a separate mic directly into your camera or recorder and turn off your built-in mic. At some point, you should test sound. Earphones plugged into your recorder or camera are invaluable for monitoring sound before and during taping. Here are some other types of microphones available. A shotgun. Point it directly at your source and it will pick up little of the surrounding sounds. Hand, desk, or stand mics. Most are built to record 1 or 2 people. A lavalier is small and can be attached to a person's shirt. You know, you could save this piece by putting narration on your track, like this.
Max didn't even notice me at first. But listen to this, they say the cutest things.
Or music, like this.
That's a good idea.
You're spending much too long establishing your locations by shooting signs. Your approach is too traditional. You're missing the reality of what's going on around you. You're doing it again, Art.
I'll be right there.
What about your subjects? They're a lot more interesting than your signs, you know. He's finally got his subjects, but now they're not doing anything.
That fort's at least 300 years old. So, where are we off to now? Let's see. How you kids doing there?
I certainly feel younger.
I do too.
You feel weird.
You're actually going to shrink a little bit at least because you're so young now with all that water.
He shrinks, honey.
Come here, duckies. Oh, look at that one. Isn't he cute? Oh.
Okay, wave to Daddy.
Then the duck thing. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Oh no, my battery's dead. I didn't even think of that. All right.
Preparation is the most important element of any production. You must know approximately how much you want to shoot, to have the charged batteries or equipment to charge them, and the necessary tape stock on hand. Batteries are good for approximately an hour or so shooting before they need recharging, and it's always better to have too much tape stock than not enough. It's all part of advanced planning, thinking things through.
Well, maybe we think differently.
You simply have to do a little more thinking and planning, that's all. The point I was trying to make to Arthur concerns his expectations and his family's expectations of this videotaped record of their vacation. To be sure, each of us would feel differently about the specifics. How much material to shoot? How long will the finished product be? Will I tape 5 or 30 minutes a day? And who's going to view the finished product? Who's the audience? Shooting anything that strikes the eye at the moment will prove to be disappointing in the long run. You'll risk missing what you've really set out to get.
Arthur.
Are you shooting to communicate your family in certain places? Or the beauty and the history of the scenery? Or a combination of these? What's the balance?
Uh-huh. Boy, was that dinner delicious.
Oh, isn't it good? I love lobster.
Yeah, it's really good. Did you like dinner, Scott? Yeah? I really, really enjoyed it. It's so pretty here. Look at that sunset. Oh, it is. Wait a minute, you know, just a minute, I'm gonna go get my camera. This is great with the sun and everything. Hang on.
A perfect example of lack of planning. By the time he gets back, the moment will be lost. Some things can't be recreated. Your subjects are not always on when you want them to be. Your light is always changing. On vacations, you should remember that the sun is often bright and hot. The shadows are harsh. Plan to shoot in late afternoon or early morning. The pros call it the golden hours.
Okay, I got it. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. There's no more sun. Maybe I'll catch it tomorrow, okay?
Don't be discouraged, Arthur. Just think, you're getting better all the time.
Well,
Look at that. Look at this one. Oh, that was a good game. Oh, remember that play in the outfield?
What's the matter, Dad?
I think I recorded over the interview.
What?
Where the kids got the autograph from the players?
Oh.
Oh, you're kidding.
I can't find it.
Need I say anything about properly labeling and storing your cassettes as soon as possible after a shoot?
There's always something, right?
As a home videographer, you have to wear a lot of hats. Unlike a professional production, you have to do it all. Handle itinerary, scout locations, plan, produce, direct, and run camera, sound, lighting, and record.
Kind of like a one-man band.
Cleaning and properly packing your equipment is equally important. Specially made cases can save the life of the camera. All of these things you have to plan.
I'd love to show you and Tim the tape I made.
Oh, good, good, great.
It's probably not going to be as good as Todd's, but we'll give it a whirl.
Same thing, right? Is it just
This
as
is my
terrific?
boy here. This is my
It's
boy.
just
I've
as
been training.
terrific. Oh, look
I
at the
used
color.
I used the wedding invitation as the opening.
Hey, you didn't tell me about that. That's a clever idea there.
He's going to tell us competition.
Arthur took a different approach than Todd. He shot a more personal and individual view of the event, with many more close-ups. Arthur's tape may be more interesting to watch, but of course, both Todd and Arthur's approaches are totally acceptable and satisfying.
Daddy got real good, didn't he?
Uncle Todd's wobbles.
There she is again.
Do you like this closing shot of your father?
That is. Hey. That is fine. How about some soda? Huh? How about you kids have some soda?
A little champagne?
Hey, let's start our production company. So serious.
I'd like to do it. That would be a lot of fun.
You did it, kid.
Thanks to you. Listen, I'm sorry if I've been obnoxious at times. But in the future, I promise
I'm
that
afraid I'm going to have to be moving on, Art. You're on your own now.
But please, how can I ever...
Arthur.
Don't go.
I've taught you the basics. Now you can advance on your own.
Wait.
You'll do just fine.